All right, Shalom. I want to begin his lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Wahar Rakah Quadash, which in the ancient Hebrew tongue would be the correct names of the Heavenly Father, His beloved Son, and the Holy Spirit. I also would like to give double honors to my teachers, the head apostles and elders, a great millstone. Much due honors and respect to the sincere brethren out there that's also laboring in his work. And as always, I want to say shalom to the believers, the Akim as well as the Aqua, which would be you brothers, along with the sisters that subscribe to this truth as well. So yeah, this lesson right here is going to be pretty much centered around, the current state, if you will, of America, all right? And the fact that America has lost that shine, and luster it once had. And what you're witnessing right now is an epic fall from grace, which you could look no further than the prophecies written in the Holy Scriptures, which consist of biblical timelines, if you will, based upon the rise and fall of kingdoms. For an example, when you go back to the ancient Assyrians, and the Babylonian Empire, then you had the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greeks, the Romans, and different and various other nations and kingdoms to rise to power, only to fall out of power, okay? And guess what? America is not going to somehow offset that common thread, if you will, laid out by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And this is where the majority of you people err, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the Israelites. When you're presented with this doctrine, okay, which the overtone to this gospel is the ultimate destruction of this place, America, where you are not willing to receive it. For one, you put a lot of stock into America. You have placed all of your eggs in this one basket, which is America, man. Okay? You have become acclimated to America. You got these 5-year, 10-year plans. You're looking to create a soft landing for your kids and their kids after that. And you see this place, America, as a perpetual state, not understanding that it's temporal, man. See that? And we understand, those of you brothers and sisters out there who have been called into this understanding, well, through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, He have given us a glimpse into the future, man. That's what this thing all about, prophecy. See? And the Lord, He pretty much, opened us up to some of His most intimate thoughts, man. Intents and purposes and plans concerning the fate of America, which we know is going to end in a dramatic fashion, all right, with the Lord overthrowing this place violently, man, once World War III has ran its course and reached its climax. But before this happens, the Lord is going to pretty much torture this place, man, with a series of plagues. And you're witnessing right now, man, okay, the Lord torturing this place. It's not going to be a mercy killing, if you will. All right, on all levels, the Lord is plaguing this place. All right, the very fabric of America is becoming unwoven. When you consider the infrastructure of America, you got the roadways and bridges collapsing, which, according to statistics, and by grade, America received a D, I believe, or a D minus, man. All right, when grading the infrastructure of this place. And that's something that's marveling, man, due to the fact that you got other nations out there that has been war-torn, different countries riddled with war. So you would expect a lot of these other countries and their infrastructure to be shoddy, okay? Not America. See? Also, financially, man, which the Spirit have been on us of late to push out that vibration of, not being surprised if the American dollar crashed this year, which the American dollar is already weak. And by the way, you got this coronavirus, which is affecting the stock market, man. All right? Since this coronavirus have taken hold of the earth, the Dow Jones is plummeting, you see? So this is all the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua across the board. He's crumbling this place, see? And even morally, these people are defeated, man. You see? And spiritually, that luster, that mirth is gone, man. The air is sucked out of this place, America, which brings me to a little information I want to share from Wikipedia, it says epidemiology of depression, all right, which is statistics compiled ranking different nations, different nations and where they rank among depression, all right, on a worldwide scale. You got the demographic dynamics, and by country, and lo and behold, rank one is sitting who? America, man, the United States. And this pretty much is concerning the so-called white man, because America is his throne, and in particular, the white man, okay, the white male amongst you Edomites, which when you go into statistics concerning the suicide rate amongst nations, according to statistics, the so-called white man is leading the charge, man. The white male, age ranging from late 30s, I believe, to like the 60s. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which you can't point to any other explanation to explain why the United States is ranked number one amongst different nations as it concerns depression, man, the spirit of depression. You might say, well, America is a heavily populated place. Well, hold up, the continent of Asia, man, Africa. Those are huge continents. China, it far outpopulates America, man. You can't say, well, America is a third world country, if you will, if you base it upon status. No, I thought America was the land of opportunity, man, okay? Where you can chase the American dream. So there's no other explanation to explain this other than the spirit, all right? And you could look no further than Bible prophecy when, highlight and spotlight and featuring why America is in this condition. Which brings me to the book of Isaiah, the 24th chapter. And starting at the 4th verse, it says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. See? The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people and the earth do languish. Let's read this again. It says, the haughty people. Who are the haughty people? The Edomites, man. The haughty people of the earth languish away. Matter of fact, let's click on the definition for this word haughty real quick. Should give you a better understanding, better insight on who the scriptures pinpoint right here when they say the haughty people. All right. It says height. See? Height. Elevation. Yeah, that's why the characteristics of Esau is the eagle. Which when you consider an eagle, it flies higher than any other bird. And on a spiritual level, that's symbolic to the pride of you so-called white people. See, height, elevation. And that's across the board. Even your habitat, the natural habitat of the so-called white man is to be high and lofty. That's why you got these buildings in the form of these skyscrapers. You see? Condos in the air. See that? Height, elevation, elevated place in a high place. Height. Oh, proudly. See that? Proudly. See? So that depression, amongst these different nations, according to statistics, where the United States ranked number one, that's really dealing with the so-called white man, okay? And that haughty spirit that he have, that pride, is languishing, man. See? And we at the point now where these devils is actually acknowledging it. The fact that they have this whole rallying cry of making America great again. Well, that's them pretty much conceding to the fact that that grip of power that they once had is loosening, man. See? In order for them to make this rallying cry of making America great again, this means you're acknowledging that you fell off. See? So back in Isaiah the 24th chapter and the 4th verse again, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish, see? And that's dealing with the so-called white man. You know, I know here in my city, man, every exit that you get off on the highway, you see a band of Edomites, young Edomites with signs, will work for food. You know, they gone off these opioids, these drugs. They finished, man. Hey, that's mercy from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's the Lord showing you physically that he's bringing drama, judgment to your enemies, man. See that? Verse 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. That's dealing with the so-called white man. The earth is in the worst case scenario. This is the worst condition the earth has ever been under the watch of the so-called white man. Case in point, you got plastic in the ocean. You know, there's whales that's beaching themselves. Pretty much, you got sea life committing suicide, man, because it's oil spills in the ocean. It was one whale that beached itself and washed up on the shore, should I say, and they cut him open, and he was full of damn plastic, man, McDonald's cups. That's because of the so-called white man, see? It said the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the law, see? Change the ordinance. How did he change the ordinance? For an example, you have the liberty, if you will, to, if you desire to become a man if you're a woman, or vice versa, you want to become a woman and you're a man, the United States governments will allow that, man. That's changing the ordinance, see? Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, see? Therefore have the cursed devoured the earth. Who is the cursed? Esau, man. Esau is cursed. Everything about this man is cursed. From his very appearance, you know? He reflects the appearance of leprosy, man, see? Therefore have the curse, see, devoured the earth. And they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned and few men left. Yeah, and that's what's ultimately going to happen. This is the judgment. This is the only remedy. The Lord is going to have to burn the earth in the form of World War III, and it's only going to be few men left, which is dealing with the elect of the nation of Israel, see? The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted, see? All the merry-hearted do sigh. All the merry-hearted do sigh. And again, that gives more credence to the statistics, you know, that I featured in this video, and how the scriptures is spot on, man. See? You can go to the scriptures concerning any and everything that you see play out here on the planet Earth. Everything can be filtered through the scriptures. You can't go to the so-called Holy Quran and explain away why the so-called white man is depressed, you know? Or the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Enum Elish, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, you know? Or some crazy bugged out text, you know, that you subscribe to. You can't go to any of those texts, all right, and answer the questions of the world today, the problems that you face here today, man. But we can view each and every current event, you know, from the news, media outlets, alternative media outlets, whatever, man. We can go right to the scriptures. See? It says, the mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth. See? The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a strong, strong drink, shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. See, the city of confusion is broken down, which translates to America. All right? Which we know as Babylon the Great, which, by the way, when you go into that word Babylon in the Hebrew, it takes you to the word Babal, which means what? Confusion. See? So that's what this is talking about. The city of confusion, see, or Babylon, is broken down. Every house is shut up. Yeah, and that's concerning these different stores. You have had this mass closing of retail stores, you know, beginning from, I believe, late 2016, early 2017 to the present. We have all these stores closing. You know, these stores which was once a permanent fixture in America, man. All right, J.C. Penney and Kmart and Payless. All right? It says every house is shut up that no man may come in, see? There is a crime for wine in the streets, which means what? We're in the beginning stages of this right here, man. That crime for wine in the streets, where you're going to have people looking for answers. All right? And I know in our camp, you're starting to see that. There's more people beginning to stop and listen and paying attention to what we're saying. You know, there's certain gatherings coming up, and it's going to intensify, you know, amongst these various camps before the Lord ultimately, you know, call back his word. You're going to have hundreds to thousands of people, man, you know, ear hustling us and trying to get the answers. That's what this scripture is going into, see? It says, there is a crying for wine in the streets, see? All joy is darkened. All joy is darkened. And that's where we at in the process, man. See? The mirth of the land is gone. See? The mirth of the land is gone. Let's read this again. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. See? The mirth of the land is gone. And again, that gives credence to the statistics that I shared, you know? And how convenient that it was the United States. You would think that the United States would be the last place that's overwhelmed by the spirit of depression. You know, you got Sin City, Las Vegas, lights, and glamour, and glitz, NYC, LA, Hollywood. You got Florida, all right? Everything that they pitch to you, you know, to draw you in. But in reality, the spirit of depression has laid hold on this place. And that's Yahweh Shemeh Hawashah beginning to, you know, step in on behalf of the elect of the nation of Israel. See that? So in closing, I want to, you know, stand in the book of Isaiah, but now in the 47th chapter. In the first verse, it says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. See that? Come down, man. And we just read where, you know, you look up that word haughty, which translates to pride, it means elevated. So now this place which was elevated has fell off, man. See? Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. And that dust symbolizes confusion. All right, so now you Americans are confused. Again, that's why you have this rallying cry, let's make America great again. Not understanding that you conceding to the fact, you admitting and acknowledging that you are not who you was, man. You ain't great anymore. You're trying to be great again, see? Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Yeah, and that proves that this is not dealing with ancient Babylon. Your daughter comes after you. So this Babylon right here is concerning a nation that came after ancient Babylon, which is right here in America, see? Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, see? There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. That's why they trying to make America great again. They want to be called tender and delicate again, but it's over with. See that? See? For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, insinuating what? Insinuating what? You fell off, man. All right? And the Lord is showing this on all levels, man. Again, from the infrastructure, you know, these bridges and roadways, and I'm going to throw this out there. There's going to be more bridges and roadways to collapse, you know, as a symbolic gesture of this place falling. Again, the American dollar is on the verge of collapse. And not only that, morally, see, spiritually, man, the spirit of mirth has now left America. The air is sucked out of this place. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. Lord willing, it was edifying. Until the next time I say shalom.